Hey guys, Shiggy here, right here, yeah, welcome to another gameplay commentary for Call of Duty Ghosts. This video is going to be slightly different and more or less focusing on the negative sides of Call of Duty Ghosts so far and what I think of it so far as well. So the gameplay itself is going to be the perfect example for this commentary, backing up all my points and what I feel about the game, whilst you guys can disagree or agree with it, and let me know in the comments below pretty much what I'm doing wrong. Okay, this is such a weird way to do a commentary and a weird way to show my gameplay, because I know I'm better than this. I know as a player I can do more than this, but this is the perfect example of a video where this is what I go through majority of the time in consecutive lobbies. This is sort of like, me going for gameplays, but just, sort of at the beginning just giving up and losing hope for the end because of what I go through near the start, which demotivates me, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get right into it. So this commentary, I'm going to sort of cover 6 major topics and summarize it at the end as well. So the first thing is in my list: broken spawns. Second thing, too many spots to camp in due to poor map designs. And then the playstyle itself is way too passive and campy, which is the third. And the fourth is the guard dog itself, which I'll be covering shortly. And then we got the the lethal IED support kit, for basically supports the campers, and passive playstyle, which I'll be also talking about. IED also referred to for me and a lot of other people as a pile of shit on the floor, which sort of is like a combination of a claymore and a bouncer Betty. That's the fifth. And the final and the sixth thing on my list at the moment is horrible graphics for the current gen and also for the next gen, which I'm going to be focusing as well in this commentary. So let's start off with the broken spawns. Broken spawns has been a huge or major issue from the start of the game for majority of game types, and it's kind of a contradiction in itself, because even in big maps, if you're playing free for all, for example, which is the specific point of this gameplay or this video, every time I spawn near the start of this gameplay, I always seem to get killed a couple seconds after I run out from that particular spawn I spawn in, and that really aggravates me. It's just frustrating, and that's one of the most demotivating things about this game, is that you cannot be consistent with your playstyle. If you sort of have a similar aggressive playstyle as me, just want to rush out just like the previous Call of Duties, which you can do fine, in this game you're forced to adjust to play passively, which is the next thing I want to talk about with the majority of these lobbies, where it's just simply you're trying to run about and you can't find anyone for so many seconds, for so long. Literally can go up to a minute or two. All right, literally, I'm not even exaggerating. This happens a lot, okay? And that's because the map designs are so bad. Like, there's so many spots that you can sit in and just wait, and you'll see, look at this perfect example right here. This guy is sitting there the whole time. He's chilling, smoking a pot, and there he is. Bang, sees the target, takes him out. But look how many layers of buildings there are, and you expect me, a player like me, to go and check every little visual spot in this freaking map, and compared to even any other maps, you expect me to check every single corner in the game to get a kill? Is that how I'm supposed to play this game now? That's pathetic. That is so pathetic. You design a map that is so huge because you think it's all fun, all new, next gen, yeah, great. No, you're actually going downhill. This is a step backwards. This is pathetic. All he's doing is he's gonna just simply attract more passive players, and at the end of the day, as a conclusion, the game itself and the gameplay visually is going to be boring. Let's talk about the in-game mechanics, which they've added in, which is sort of the new feature, I suppose, which I personally think is completely atrocious, and whoever thought of this idea should get fired immediately. The guard dog. The guard dog. Okay, now I thought Black Ops 2 pub games was horrible when it came to lag comp, shotguns, getting one shot and whatnot. And now that I think about it, I actually want to go back to Black Ops 2 and play some pubs, because I find that much better. Going for nuclears, those were the days, And Infinity Ward never really thought about that transition between Black Ops 2 and going on these long streaks that people are used to this game, where you can end up dying to a guard dog on a 10 kill streak, or an 18 kill streak, or a 24 kill streak, with literally a scratch on your face and this fat dog just jumps on their face from a mile away. Are you high? Are you high, Infinity Ward? Literally, the thing is, this gameplay, right? I did absolutely shit. Okay, I admit that. And every time I died, I asked myself, what on earth am I doing wrong? I was thinking so long of what I wanted to make this title, right? At first I wanted to make it what am I doing wrong? Question mark. That's it. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I literally wanted to hear your feedback. I'm sure you guys have seen me play Call of Duty live stream, whatever, and I play competitively. What am I doing? Am I a bad player, or is this game bad? You know, that's the question I'm trying to seek answer for. So you've got this guard dog. You'll see evidently in this footage, I knifed it a couple times. This is twice, and I got a hit marker. I got a hit marker. So what on earth do you expect me to do, Infinity Ward? Do you expect me to take the death like a man? Like, you're just ruining the whole concept of Call of Duty in itself. You just completely ruin the concept. You're completely changing the game, because the Call of Duty original theme was to gun fight. Who can react quicker than the other person, take them out with good gun skill. This has got nothing to do with the gun skill, brothers. This is an animated image. It's not even part of the multiplayer system. It's computer AI based, where it detects within a certain radius. If you're close to the radius, it's like a zombie. It will just not stop chasing you. And you got to accept defeat. You got to accept the death. And this is what I call, in definition, unnecessary deaths. It takes no skill. There's nothing there. It's sort of like alternate version of Death Streak in Modern Warfare 3, but worse. I'd much rather have Last Stand than the stupid guard dog, because it just completely, just full stop, ends your momentum. That's all it is, alright? So enough of me bragging on about that. Next problem, okay? IED equipment, lethal equipment. This is a combination of a claymore and a bouncy Betty, as I've already mentioned. This, okay? If you combine this with the campy passive playstyle, all you're gonna get is what you notice here, like so many buildings, people sitting in it, and you see a few times that I get killed by as well in this gameplay. I don't know why I'm saying gameplay, because this is just crappy footage I'm showing you here, but I just wanted to sort of get a perspective as a whole, you know, a whole sort of community of people that agree with me, because this is proof, ideal proof right here of what even the YouTubers who go for this pub stomping gameplays go through. I'm not lying. You know, there's so many kids out there that fall for these YouTube gameplays thinking that, ooh, these guys are so good, they do this every single time in every single lobby. No, if you actually read the tweets that they tweet out, they are so mad, just like me. But they just go through the frustration, deal with the stress of having to rage quit lobbies, having to keep switching lobbies till they get into that perfect, cozy, comfy lobby with people that don't know how to pick up their controller and play the game, instead drinking the coffee, eating crisps, or texting on their phone to the girlfriend. Those are the sort of players that you expect. By the way, this is me. I purposely did not shoot dog because I was getting pissed off with his hit markers. I was trying to find a way, instead of having to shoot it down, to knife it. Also, look at this, a random map, dynamic sort of environment, sort of just taking place, like a pole smashing down into a police car. Like, really, do I give two shits about it? No. Is it affecting my playstyle? Yes, in a way in which it's pissing me off, because it's just a random distraction that is not necessary, and this can cause to another unnecessary death. A stupid pole that just comes flying down out of nowhere. I even looked up in the sky and said, brother, where you coming from? And I'm like, okay, cool, fine, alright. I don't want to get pissed off. I don't get too pissed off for that. But if I had died there, if I were to get that pole on my head, just as soon as I've spawned, honestly, I would have snapped the disc and I threw it out to a bird to eat it, or a fox to scrouch. And so anyway, the point is, where was I? I haven't reached my final point yet. There we go. So that was the fifth. And the final point I wanted to cover was the horrible graphics for the current gen. Okay. All it is, simple reskin of Modern Warfare 3. If you haven't noticed that already, then I don't know what you're looking at. And then if you look at the next gen, which I've seen many gameplays of, and I've seen it myself personally at Eurogame when I played on the Xbox One, which I know is 720p, but still that's no excuse for the PS4 as well. Looking at the graphics, all I see is slight contrast change as well as a bit of saturation to the color. That is pathetic. This franchise for Call of Duty has been out for many years. I expect companies like Infinity Ward to learn from the previous mistakes and add a bit of technology to their game slightly. Just make it better. I understand they're having to keep the same engine to make everything run smoothly, but then it's kind of stupid and contradicting the point of adding in new character animations of, you know, players, you know, for even these small little jumps, grabbing it with their hands, recovering all these little motions, even when jump shots, you're having to, so that sort of the realism taking place where all of that unnecessary little the nitty witty movements with the character just puts the player off. The game and the player experience, the visual experience is not there. I'm playing for the visual experience, and if the visual experience is not there, and it's so difficult to spot these players sitting in the corner, why am I playing this game? That's a good question. The question that everybody's probably seeking right now and wanting to ask in the comments. Oi, Shaggy, you retard, you're complaining about why the fuck you playing this game if you don't like it. And as I said many times over and over again, this is the only Call of Duty available at this very moment. The only recent Call of Duty which they've released. And the problem is, all my friends, all the people that I know within the community, and the trend itself for the YouTubers currently sticking with Call of Duty because this is how it works every year, and we deal with it. We deal with it every year, and you have no other choice. Because if I were to choose another game, who am I going to play with? No one, because the people that I know and are personally close friends with want to play this game because they don't want to give up, and it's the only thing they have in life to deal with, and this is the only thing they want to play and move on with their lives afterward and wait for more Black Ops 3 because they got no other games to play because all these years they've spent time on Call of Duty. Oh my god, I haven't done a commentary like this in ages where I've done non-stop talking for 11 minutes, but hopefully you guys are understanding the sort of the perspective that I'm coming from here, and the whole view of the community, of what you guys go through. I'm sure you guys go through the shit that you just witnessed from this gameplay. This gameplay was not to show how amazing I was, amazing I am at this game. I don't want you guys to keep saying, oh Shaggy, you're amazing at this game. Put it this way, at the end of the day, every single YouTuber out there that posts pub stomping gameplay goes through the same shit that I just went through this footage, but they just don't show it because it's not good for the health of their channel and little kids who praise them for their work and efforts of killing handicapped players. I don't really mean that, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I know the gameplay's finished, but I just want to sort of cover up and summarize everything that I've gone through here. We've discussed the broken spawns, and as I said, you may think, you're probably wondering now, you want to counter argue from what I've just said about broken spawns with the huge map designs. Therefore, even with huge map designs, there's so many buildings to sit in. Therefore, you can easily get spawn killed when they spawn in. People can easily sit there to look at, wait for you to spawn there, which is pretty much what happened to me throughout this game. Also, the contradiction to that for the smaller maps is that if you have a smaller map like Strike Zone, if you have Strike Zone, for example, you're there. It's a small map's fantastic. You go around and get a bunch of kills. But the contradiction is that the spawns are so close to each other that as soon as you spawn, you're bound to get killed because this player is running about like headless chicken. And even with the smaller maps, you're gonna have these IEDs are literally just piled all over the floor, which I've noticed a huge increase of. Even the IEDs, there's another sort of an assault streak as well, with sort of this fat package which takes a ton of bullets to shoot down, like 2 full clips to kill, where it's just placed on the ground, and if you go nearby within the radius, you get completely splattered. And that's one of the reasons why I hate playing a Strike Zone, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up having over 30-40 deaths. Now you tell me in the comments below what I've said wrong throughout this whole commentary. I'm starting now because I'm getting parched. I need water. But no human out here, talking this much, that has gathered this much information about this game and how much it fails. People still playing this game, and it worries me and it sickens me to see that companies like this succeed with billions of dollars and not put any effort and give community feedback. And with this little patch, no, you know what they decide to do? They decide to give you a DLC map, a DLC pack with little camos. Oh, Christmas camo, yay! A little, sort of a jumper, green jumper. These YouTube commentators like, yeah, they're bringing out DLC. Yes, yellow camo. Yeah, let's go. Are you blind, man? You high? These guys, these companies, Infinity Ward, are purposely doing this because they want to make the most money they can, because this is a business. This is what businesses do. They don't give a shit about what the community thinks. Oh, there's a community manager. She knows fuck all about the community for Call of Duty, so she's gonna suck out. But what I'm saying is that these companies, they're whoring out money. They're so successful every year, especially for Infinity Ward, because they're a shit company themselves, and they're doing this. I'm saying this, and I have the right to say this, because I personally, under NDA contracts, have beta tested games before in the past, and I've played better games than what I've seen and witnessed from Call of Duty Ghost, and I've personally fixed bugs, fixed problems, suggested certain things to the developers, to then they listen back to the community and fix certain bugs, fix certain issues within the game. And that's why it frustrates me, because there is no input within the players who play the game for many hours. They don't listen to that. They don't pay attention. They pay attention to the sort of they say they pay attention, but they actually don't. Or they say, oh yeah, we paid attention, we brought back search and destroy, yeah, woohoo. Fuck you, I don't give a shit. That's not the problem here. I know that's just the game type, but look, it's just frustrating. No, even I don't care. Like, even though they took away hardpoint and such, CTF, and they brought in a stupid game type like Blitz, where it's just hide and seek, sneak attack, just going into fucking circles. Don't know how on earth it went so downhill. Even with that being said, as I said, map design is absolutely atrocious. Graphics absolutely atrocious. Why are you making my face warm every time I get killed? Why are you making my stomach go to my ball sacks every time I get killed? Why do you keep making me think? Why on earth am I dying every time? How on earth is this happening? I always ask these questions over and over again, and the only thing I notice is that at the end of the day, I'm being forced to play passively. And is this what has happened for Call of Duty after all these years? Is this the solution? We had a tradition many years ago, and I'm preaching this. We had a tradition where camping was forbidden, and that was going on for many years, and it was so fun. People rushing, people not sitting in these corners. And now, people love it. People love sitting in corners. People love hiding in these dark spots where you cannot be noticed. People just love this, smoking their pot and getting high in their buildings with the IEDs placed down and getting kills for them, with their little guard dogs sitting beside them getting kills for them, which has nothing to do with multiplayer or gun skill or guns itself, or nothing to do with Call of Duty. I am done, guys. This is me talking about the game. The funniest thing is that for some reason I'm going to be getting the P. Obviously, I'm not for some reason. I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is, for some reason, I'm going to be getting Ghost for the next gen, because I want to try out Ground War, and maybe there's high hopes for that. But if that doesn't go well, I'm literally, seriously, I'm going to sell the game, or I'm just going to give it away for those of you that want to play it, don't have the game yet. Honestly, that's what I'm saying, hands down. So I'm getting PS4 on Friday midnight, well, obviously Friday morning, 12 a.m. whatever. So I'm going to go and get that with the bundle pack for Call of Duty Ghost. I'll make an unboxing for that, so be ready for that. 6th of December, I'll be doing a Gran Turismo 6 video series for that, for PlayStation 3. So I'll be still playing PlayStation 3 as I have PlayStation 4 as well. And soon to be getting Xbox One, sort of the January time, to see how that goes with my teammates, and if they're willing to stick to Call of Duty Ghost competitive and give it a one last push and hope for Xbox One, to see if there's any sort of LAN events to attend. Because the only thing that I can say is somewhat, and I'm saying this briefly and vaguely, somewhat enjoyable in this game is Search and Destroy 4v4 competitive. Everything else has just changed. Domination, somewhat, it's all down to call out. That's it. It's so boring to watch from the viewing perspective. Also Blitz, hide and seek, as I've said, it's just the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. And as I said, some of these YouTubers out there that are praising this game, or such an amazing game, it's all a lie. Please don't get brainwashed, if that's the right term to you. I know there's some true YouTubers out there that I personally watch who had personally admitted that they hate the game, and they stopped playing it. They moved on to previous Call of Duty 4. They're doing Road to Commander. They're doing Black Ops 2 again, which is great, and I might actually consider doing that. But I've still deep down in my heart, with the passion that I have for Call of Duty, for the existing generation, that I'm gonna give my one last push and one last hope for Call of Duty Ghost, and see what happens for next gen. But if I'm not satisfied, if I can't see a player in the graphics that they give us after many years of Call of Duty, with the technology that they've given us for the next gen, if I can't see a player sitting right in a corner right next to me, I'm literally going to give the game away. I'll just be done. It's pointless. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Not enjoyed, but hopefully I wasn't I wasn't going on too much there. Oh shit, it's 19 minutes long. Holy crap. So I've been speaking for 19 minutes straight. If you guys have watched throughout this whole video, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to leave a like rating. Feel free to dislike it. Honestly, if you feel that I've made some stupid, bizarre comment, give me some feedback. Give me some dislikes. You know, give me some criticism over what you think I've personally said wrong. If you think I'm ignorant over certain comments I've made about the graphics or anything, I'm sure I'm gonna get some. Which, you know, this is the internet. You know, people are entitled to their own opinions. But as I said, I've backed up my shit from what I've said. I've beta tested before, and I know what I'm talking about when I see shit from games, and you can stick to what you want from what you've done. If you let me know with your background information, if you're more intelligent than me, if you've got any other further information you want to share with me that I may not know, then feel free, let me know in the comments below, my brothers, because we are here as a community and we got to stick together. Yeah, stick around. As you know, as of recently, you know, GTA 5 is great and all, but I'm trying to obviously stick with chat roulette at the moment, which is going great. I don't want to stress myself too much with Call of Duty Ghosts, because that can obviously change the person's personality quite a bit, and this is a huge influence to a person who wants to enjoy the game experience. As a gamer myself, it's very difficult at the moment. It's kind of hard to choose from what to play when your friends are kind of playing the game that you hate and stuff like that, because you know, my friends are trying to get used to the game as well, just like me, just like anyone else, and it's frustrating when everyone's at different levels, you know. So okay, I'm done. 21 minutes. I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on my channel based on gameplay, commentary, whatever, whatnot, games, next gen. Yeah, I expect a new gaming setup as well. I'll be making a video for that once I get my next gen console on Friday. Yeah, thanks for watching. Check your sign out. Good night. Peace. Yeah! I'm a squeaker. Lewis, you're the squeaker who whispers all day, all night for your mum's ears.
Shaggy, you're a
You
squeaker.
fat cow, piece of doo-doo. Your mum's fat. Your mum was born as